Cocodona is a 250-mile, 3-day endurance race in Flagstaff, Arizona. Competitors can stop whenever they want. They can eat, they can change shoes, or take dirt naps on the side of the trail. But it all counts towards their time. Fastest wins. This week, the fastest man or woman was Rachel Entrekin. Yes, you heard that correctly. She smashed the course record and beat her previous record by, I think it's 7 hours. Rachel, is that right? She joins us now. I believe you're in Flagstaff, Arizona. Thank you so much. I sent you a desperate Instagram message after seeing this story, and you agreed to come on, so I'm very grateful. 7 hours? 7 hours?
Yeah, I don't know the math because I've had like 5 hours of sleep since Monday, basically. But yeah, last year I did it in about 63 or 64 hours, and then this year it was 56. So whatever that math
Can I ask
how much I beat it by?
The why question here? I mean, I've had friends who have done standard marathons. They want to see a city in a new way or get a T-shirt. What is the motivation that drives an ultramarathoner like you? And this is like a serious ultramarathon. I mean, I've seen some that are like 50 miles or more. This is an incredible distance.
This is massive, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think, as you do something like a marathon, the more times you do it, I guess relatively easier it gets. And so in order to kind of chase that next challenge, you have to do one of two things. You either have to run it faster or you have to find something that is longer. I really like the multi-day races because I think that there are so many things that can prove to be really challenging during all that time that you're out there, and you have to kind of figure out how to manage those things while still moving forward. So I just think that they're really fun. It's exactly the same though. Like, I want to get a T-shirt and see cool stuff too. So.
I do want to say, you don't have to do a longer race. You don't have to, but I know Lisa's got a question.
Well, nobody has to do anything.
Nobody has to do, yes. How do you recuperate? I mean, do you give your body time to rest? Like, what kind of beating has your body taken over the years from all this?
Yeah, I actually feel okay. I'm just really, really tired. But like physically, I feel okay. I actually feel really lucky compared to a lot of the other folks that I've like met, because I really enjoy going to the finish line and like cheering in folks. And after this race in particular, I've had to do a ton of interviews. So I guess that's been my recovery. But I've been chatting with other people and like looking at their feet and like watching them try to get up from a chair. And it's just like, holy crap. I think I'm actually very lucky in that regard because, my feet feel okay. And I'm just really sleepy because I woke up at 4 a.m. yesterday to go watch one of my friends finish, which isn't exactly conducive to recovery, but
that's
whatever. I'll sleep next week.
Yeah,
I'll sleep
our
next
theory
week.
in news too, although we're not running while we're doing this. All right, so over 3 days, I think you took 3 10-minute naps. You averaged a 13-minute pace, and I understand mashed potatoes played a huge role. You want to talk us through like how you get through this? I can't believe you don't really sleep. How do you get your body to do that?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. But yeah, I slept for 5 minutes actually. So it was a 5-minute nap, and then I took 2 7-minute naps. But my goal last year I slept for, I think, probably like 30 minutes. And then the year previous, because I've done this race quite a lot, the year prior I slept for about 3 hours, kind of spread out over the course of like 3 days, basically. But yeah, I don't actually know how anybody does this, to be honest with you. But when you have to, you figure it out. So, and for me, the way that I frame doing this race is like, our objective is to try to get to Flagstaff fastest. And so anything that I'm doing that is not
running,
directing me towards Flagstaff is like not helping me accomplish my goal. So yeah, a lot of caffeine abuse probably. But, and then, yeah, I make a joke that a lot of the foods that I like eating are just beige. So I eat a lot of things like rice and mashed potatoes. Are really good during things like this.
Can you take us into the mind of Rachel Entrekin during this race? I remember reading a piece, I think it was in the New York Times, about another ultra in Tennessee, famous one.
Oh,
and like you do it and you kind of go through this amazing like psychological moment where like, I mean, I've stayed up late, through the night, and that has an effect on me, like not speaking coherently and thinking straight. Like, what is going through your mind as you hit like day 2 of this and you've slept for 5 minutes total? Are you saying a mantra? Are you totally out of body? Like, what's happening?
I guess every year I've probably come up with some sort of mantra. Last year, I remember my mantra was just get to Flagstaff. Okay. So anytime I was frustrated or like felt like I was going slow or just like wanted to quit, it was like, nope, like you signed up for this because you want to see what happens when you are pushed to your limits. And like the first year I did this race, I won this race. I've won this race, I guess, every year that I've done it. And I remember I got to the finish line and I was I was unbelievably tired. And I'd never experienced that type of fatigue before. And I was just really grumpy and I was really like ungrateful for like what had just happened. And I didn't like that. And so every year since, one of my goals has just been to like have a better attitude. Yeah. And I do think that that's something that you can choose. And I think that this race is a really excellent setting for me to practice being happy when all things should indicate I need to go to sleep.